What's going on, y'all? It's your boy GP, and you're rocking with me on the AquaMethodPodcast. And I want to thank Mr. Jeff once again for letting me rock here at the comic book shop. We're doing it live at the comic book shop once again. As always, you can reach me at Twitter, Grasshopper GP, spelled normally, no spaces, no underscores, no numbers. Grasshopper GP at Yahoo is the email. Send me if you want to do some advertising on the podcast. If you have any questions or comments, any constructive criticism, I'm open to all of that. And you're listening to this on YouTube, Grasshopper GP official. That's Grasshopper with 3 S's because the day I made the site I couldn't spell. So that's GRASSSHOPPER GPOFFICIAL. That's right, Grasshopper GP official with 3 S's in the Grasshopper. And I want to thank y'all for rocking with me for so long. This is episode 15, man. 15 weeks deep. So check me out, man. I'm trying to do real big things over here. I'm just a little man trying to do real big things. Get my name out there. You know what I'm saying? It's your boy, GP, AquaMethodPodcast, and I'm rocking with my man, Trent. What's going on, Trent?
Hey, how's it going?
You know Trent from a few episodes here and there. The episodes with Trent has been some of the most viewed episodes.
I don't know why. I don't know.
The ladies love your voice, Trent.
Well,
they can't see it just yet. I'm trying to get some cameras.
They will run
maybe.
Away.
Huh?
I said they will run away.
Nah, don't say that, Trent. Don't say that, Trent. Yeah, man. So, like I said, we're doing this live at the comic book shop. This is not your first time here, Trent.
No.
You see anything you like, or you see anything that interests you, or what?
Mm-hmm.
We're on the side of the comic book shop with all the board games and the Warhammer stuff. Little figures and paints and stuff like that. I mostly stick on the comic book side myself, you know.
I saw a few. They had some Risk game boards, StarCraft and the Halo ones that would interest me.
Yeah. I see that BioShock Infinite joint. BioShock Infinite is you heard of that game?
I know what that is.
Yeah.
What you see?
You gotta see on that shelf right there. This is good podcasting because the audience can't see it, but
you just pointing
on the shelf,
description
right there, is on the right, like 5 games.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you see it?
I do see it.
Yeah.
What is that?
It's BioShock Infinite. It's a board game.
Well, no, it's a video game.
It's a board game.
What's that one?
I don't know how you play it, but it's a board game. And on the last week's episode, I talked about some board games with some board game enthusiasts. It's a deep culture I wasn't aware of, so that's kind of cool. But what superheroes we like in Trent? What's your favorite superhero over here?
Superheroes?
Yeah.
Not a big superhero person. So I guess if I would have to say one, I don't know. I like Batman. Pretty
like
cool.
Batman.
Probably the only DC that I like.
You know, I'm with that.
Marvel. I like Marvel.
I can dig that. I'm all Marvel, man. I don't like DC characters. I don't like their characters.
They built them up in a way that they made them invincible at some point.
Right.
So, like the newer generation of them, I heard they kind of
toned down a little bit.
But then they always have that alternate universe that they can just jump to.
Yeah.
So they can kill them off on this one. It's the end of that series.
Yeah.
Or surprise, they bring it back in another universe.
Yeah.
It's like, you got to stick to one thing.
But Marvel does that too.
They do.
Yeah.
They do. But
they do it better.
Well, not as much, I think.
Right.
Or at least, I don't know. I don't read comic books, so how would I know?
But yeah, I think I said a few times on here, my least favorite character ever is Superman.
Yep.
Least favorite character ever is Superman because he has no weaknesses, and like nobody can tell when he takes some glasses off that Superman is Clark Kent. He puts some glasses on, and oh snap, where did Superman go? Like he was just here, and then he put his glasses on and became invisible, and then turned into a journalist.
Where does he put all of his journalist clothes? Where does all that go? So whenever he has to fly into the office and he's late, does he go to his house and he picks up a little extra, or he has them in his office, like underneath the desk or something?
How deep you think the lie is? Do you think he has a car? You think Superman has a car just to keep up the lie?
I don't think he does.
I don't think he does either.
I've never seen a picture of him in a car or with a car, unless he's throwing it.
I've seen him toss a car, lift a car up, you know. But that's like because you shouldn't be late to work, but sometimes I'm late to work. And if I could fly, I wouldn't have a car.
I wouldn't. I'd throw it away like he does. I'd throw it at the sun.
Right. If you could fly at the speed of light or however fast Superman can go, I would never be late.
He can turn back time.
Yeah.
So he can just do that. He's like, shit, I'm late. And he looks at his clock. He's like, hold on 1 second. And he spins the world around. Right. And then he just goes back in time.
Ruin everything for everybody, just for him because he's selfish. You see, because what if I didn't want time to go back? What if I want time to go forward? What if my past is horrible? It ain't. What if it was?
He's a DeLorean and he's abusing his powers.
Yeah, that's what he's doing. You can't have that. Nope. Speaking of, yesterday was Back to the Future Day, October 21st, 2015. Just like in the movie Back to the Future 2, where Marty McFly goes into the future. What you think of that?
Oh, I loved it.
That was kind of cool.
Had a great time yesterday.
Yeah? You went to the party? You went to the downtown?
Mm-mm. I didn't even know that was. I didn't know that existed.
Yeah, that was something at Park International downtown.
I watched Back to the Future movies. That's what I did. I watched number 1 and 2. Didn't have time for 3.
I never saw 3.
Never saw 3.
I never saw 3.
It's the Western one. You never seen that one?
No.
It's a good one.
I think it's because it's the Western one. I'm not with no cowboys and stuff like that.
It's better than just cowboys and Indians.
I'm sure. I'm sure it is, but I ain't with it. I like 1. I like 2. And I like 2 the most. They had a party downtown, big concert. A lot of people went. The Molly Ringwalds played. They had the DeLorean out there, a replica of it, and you could take pictures with it. And they had like a photo booth out there. Food, they had pizza, which is always great. Mm-hmm. They had Sub-Zero, the ice cream. Ice cream shop.
Wait, he don't belong in there.
No, they had the Cryomancer Sub-Zero from Mortal Kombat. They had him there. He was freezing people because he's vicious. I don't know why he was doing it.
Well, I didn't hear about this sooner, or at least today. If he's freezing and destroying people and ripping spines out, that's kind of important.
Well, that was an interdimensional rift in space-time, and he came through, and because he heard that Goro was here. And he wanted to defeat Goro, because, Goro's not that nice a guy. And, even though Sub-Zero's a tortured soul, he wanted to help, our world because he didn't want Goro to take over our world because he got 4 arms.
You know what happened?
What's that?
I know what happened.
What happened?
Whenever I went to sleep, Superman was here. He saw that all went down. He saw that everybody was dying. So he went back in time, but I was already asleep at that time, so I didn't get fazed by it.
There you go.
So you remember about it,
right.
but I don't.
That's what happened.
It didn't happen anymore. Some people are waking up in the hospital and they're like, I'm fine. I don't know why I'm here.
Right.
But
we are almost 8 minutes deep into this podcast, and we're already off the rails.
We didn't talk about anything.
That's great.
Anything.
We don't have to. That's right. We don't have to. I think that's what people want. People don't want no deep shit. They want nonsense, and you can guarantee that your boy GP and Trent is gonna give you that nonsense.
Yep.
That's right. Because that's what we deal with. We like nonsense. The world too serious anyway.
You have too many uptight people in
Too
this world.
Too many uptight people.
End up being one of those tinfoil wearing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You don't want no tinfoil in your head, So Back to the Future day was yesterday, and it was dope, man. But I told my friend I was gonna go because the once in a lifetime thing. It's not like a movie release or something like that. Like there's only one October 21st, 2015 ever, unless Superman come back. Then there might be 2 of them, but. As it currently stands, there's only one October 21st, 2015.
And it's already passed.
And it's passed. So I had to go to that party. I had to go to that show. It was like a concert, so I paid $15 to get in. It wasn't bad. And but like I said, I was telling my friend, I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna go because of the Molly Ringwalds. And I never saw them perform. You ever saw them perform? Mm-hmm. They're really good.
Yeah, they are.
But I don't like cover bands.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing. I don't like cover bands. Like I feel like if you got, because they're talented, and all cover bands are talented. You could play your instrument, that takes skill. You could sing, that takes another skill. But if you got all that talent, why don't you write your own music?
It's the creativity that could be the downfall of some cover bands. There's a cat in here. It is their downfall. Like you can easily go off and look at tabs or look at sheets, and then you can play off of that. But to create something that people actually like, who knows? Maybe every cover band, they probably did. They probably made their own stuff, but they weren't succeeding in it. So their fallback is they know they can still play instruments, so they might as well just play songs.
Play the hits,
that they already know.
The hits are already there. People already know them. They like them.
Yeah. You're not playing some second CD number 18 that nobody knows about from some no-name band. They're playing the most famous stuff, so everybody can sing along to it.
Right. So, I mean, I was conflicted with that, but I actually got to go see them, and I really do like them. So, shout out to the Molly Ringwalds. They're really, really good. They're just cover bands. They just itch me the wrong way, you know?
It's an easy way to stay relevant, I think. Like what I said, with the talent they have, they can just keep playing. Mm-hmm. And that's the beauty of it. They can just relearn a new song that's already out there.
Yeah.
They don't have to make a new song. Making a new song takes dedication. I've seen a lot of people in bands, and it takes them, from just making a song and playing it somewhere, you have to have everything down packed. You can't mess up on it.
Nope.
It's a new song. Oh, that song, last time I heard it was trash. Well, that's shot. For that one person experience for that song, it's completely ruined for them.
Yeah. Yeah, you play instruments, Trent?
I used to play guitar every now and
then. Yeah. Used to dabble?
Yeah, I dabbled in it just here and there.
Try to get the girls? That's what you were trying to do? Play a little acoustic, talk about your feelings?
I just bought an acoustic. So no. I'm not playing wall at the beach just to try to get the girls over.
At the campus bonfire?
Yeah. Hanging out next to a tree like a weirdo in the park with my big-ass guitar. Where it's obnoxious because I can't play it.
Yeah, man. But it was cool. So you say you just hang home and you watch 1 and 2 and 3? You didn't see 3?
I didn't see 3. I got too tired. Went to bed at 3.
Yeah, I mean that's got to be what, fucking like 9 hours, almost 8.
Oh no. So far, man, it's probably 4.
Yeah. No, I'm saying all 3 of them together.
All 3 of them? I mean, they weren't long movies, but they weren't Titanics long.
No.
So probably 4 or 5 hours, 6 combined maybe.
But I haven't seen a full movie in a long time. But since they've been doing it, and the focus on the future part, since yesterday was their future, and talking about what we didn't have and what we got right. What you saw that we got that we have that we didn't get right. The level boards or the new hoverboards. You like those things? Those
level boards? One. Now I don't want the Mattel Barbie one. They had the Mad Dog. They had the one with the rocket packs in the back of it that could go over water.
Right.
And that's a pretty big letdown. I mean, we live in Louisiana. It's a lot of water all the time. It rains all the time.
I'm talking about those things with the wheels. Those things that those real popular things with the 2 wheels.
Oh, the thing you lean on?
Yeah.
They're fun.
The Segway without the handlebars.
They're fun, but I hate them.
Yeah? Why you hate them?
Because, I don't know, just because you only see...
They're too popular,
Well, that's the problem. You don't see enough of them.
Oh,
so if you see one person, it's just one imbecile, not bobbing, not moving around. They're just kind of leaning and they're gliding. They look like idiots. I don't know. And the way you don't move your arms, so you keep your hands like knee pockets on your face, and you just lean forward. You look like an idiot.
I would like to. I mean, I would like to try one, but I only see them on Instagram, and I've seen 3 in Lafayette as long as I've been here. I've seen 3 of them.
They have a few at campus. You see them riding around on campus around 9 o'clock. There's 3 of them.
See, I ain't been in school in so long, man. I bet it's a whole new world, bro. It ain't been that long. It's only been 4 years I've been out of college. And,
that's not bad.
But I feel like it's a whole new world now. Because when I was in school, Twitter was there, Facebook was there. When I was in college, Twitter was there, Facebook was there, and everybody had smartphones at this time, but there wasn't no periscoping. There was no Snapchat. Vine, I don't think Vine was popping like that. No level boards. Memes wasn't popping like that. Memes wasn't crazy, So I think a whole new generation. I feel old, man. I tell people. I told Milena a couple podcasts ago. I feel old, man. Because I feel like it's a whole new world. And it's cool, and I'm adapting to it, and I'm a part of it. But I can't imagine being in high school right now.
Oh,
especially.
No, absolutely not. Oh, the most we had was MySpace.
Yeah.
And then Facebook just started to come out. And it was just becoming popular. But other than that, it was MySpace, and all MySpace was for was what we're doing this weekend.
Yeah.
Everybody had the instant connection, so whenever Friday rolled around in high school, we knew where the party was at and who was going, who wasn't. what everybody else is doing that weekend.
Who got you into MySpace? A chick got me into MySpace.
Yep. I'll make you an account. I don't want to do this shit. And then I dove into it. Only had one number one favorite friend on the little list. And it was DMX.
Oh yeah.
He accepted my friend request. So I was like, tight. So I kicked everybody else off. Everybody else had to go.
Right. Again. That might not have been DMX. Are you sure?
It was official DMX.
Yeah?
I don't know. There's like 15 of them.
Right. There was like 108 Lil Waynes, man.
But he was coming out with, whenever he would have new singles, he was the one to release it first.
Okay.
On his little playlist. So he had to. Either that or he was stealing
that was a real DMX.
The real DMX.
It's like Santa Claus. That was a real Santa.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I remember being, I was a part of this program, like this advanced program called Excel. They don't even do it no more. At Xavier University. And there was this gorgeous girl. Shout out to her. Shout out to Briere. She told me, hey, she's like, Glenn, you on MySpace? And I'm like, what is a MySpace? What is that? I'm hearing this all the time. Like, what's MySpace? She's like, yeah, it's this website, and I checked it out. And like, I guess I'm like, okay, I got it now, and like, what do I do now? And then you get that first notification, and I think that's it, man. That's the drug. Mm-hmm. That's the drug right there.
Well, let me see who else is on it. You start typing in search engine. You start looking through people. I never sent out friend requests. I had a solid little friends list, but I don't think I've ever sent out a friend request.
I'm sure I did. I can't remember. But that top 8 shit, man, that top 8 that was serious.
Oh, yeah.
You was on somebody's top 8, they liked you.
They were like, all right,
we all right.
We best cool. Friends
we good, boy. We good buddies.
And then you look and you see them take you off. You're like,
oh, what happened? What happened?
What did we do? What did I do wrong?
Well, this person got more than I got.
You in a top 16 or 8 of somebody, and if they kick you off, you did something wrong.
Yeah.
And then it's like a relationship in itself.
Yeah.
Then you got to talk about what we did. How can I repair this? How can we bring this back to you? I miss you. I saw you today. I'm talking to you right now. I miss you. You know that I want to be on that top 16. Put me as 14. Push somebody off. You don't even like him.
Right. Dog, I got an email from MySpace. And I'm like, I don't even go on this no more. I'm like, I need to figure out how to shut this down. Like, I haven't been on MySpace well, technically I was on it recently because I opened up the email and I looked at it like, wow, this is still active. So, but as far as like habit goes, like doing it all the time, I haven't done it in forever, man. It might have been like 10 years. I feel like 2006. I had it 2005, 6.
Yeah,
man, it's been forever.
It's probably like
5, 6. I was the last person in my little crew in college when we was freshmen to get Facebook. You know, because I ain't like Facebook because I thought Facebook was too selective. I ain't like how you can only be in college to get it.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
I forgot about that. Yeah, now if you're a dog, you can get on.
Yeah, there are many animals with Facebooks.
But yeah, it used to be only for college students. I remember my high school, they were like, look, they can open it up now. So everybody just
migrated.
It was just
a mass exodus.
They cleaned out MySpace.
Now that's remarkable because I think about that every now and then. Like, you build something and it changes the world. Like, everybody had a MySpace, right? Like I said, like I thought you was hot shit if you had a phone that could go to MySpace. Oh man, I thought you had like a transformer in your pocket or something. I thought you had like an Optimus Prime. You know, I thought you had the world in your hand if you could go on MySpace on your phone.
And that was it. That's all you needed.
Right. And then Facebook came around, and I mean, like, nobody. MySpace was that thing that old people was on. Like, you didn't want to be on MySpace. If you was on MySpace, you was a lame.
And Facebook's starting to get to that point.
Yeah, but I don't know.
It's not going to be as impactful because there's really no other alternatives.
No, right. I mean, there's Twitter, but Twitter's different because you only got 140 characters.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I feel like Twitter is more for networking. It's more for talking to strangers.
Yep.
Like, Facebook is talking to people that you want to talk to, or people you think you want to talk to. Like, man, I ain't seen this girl since kindergarten. Let me say what's up. You know, because like she, look kind of cute now. Couldn't talk to her back then because we were just babies. But now.
And she had cooties.
Right, and she had the cooties. And you didn't want to talk to those girls back then. How do you feel about that back in the day, back in kindergarten? Like, Like, cause you didn't like girls back in kindergarten. Like, ooh, girl got cooties. Yeah.
Cooties, I don't know.
Remember? Like,
I thought it was so stupid. I was like, what gives you cooties? So
right, talking to girls, man.
Like, they talk to you. I was
touching them.
I was like, we're in class with them all the time. That girl sits right next to me. If she did, she would have given it to me already.
Man, Little Rascals, man. I remember Little Rascals, and it was the He-Man Women Hitters Club. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was like, that's a cool ass club. I'm gonna be a part of that. And then you grow up and like, I don't want to be a part of that. I don't be around dudes all the time. Be around some pretty women.
Dudes are awful.
Yeah, dudes are boring.
What would you rather? Dudes,
pretty girls.
If you're around dudes all the time, you're around girls all the time. Give me the women.
I mean, you need a balance. You don't want to be around girls all the time.
That was one of those things. It's like, why are you worried about it whenever everybody probably got it now? Mm-hmm. In PE,
I never thought of that though.
PE, if you're doing something, you doing jumping jacks near a girl.
Right.
You touch their hand or something, you got the cooties. Right. That's it. It's game over. But you don't feel a change.
You ever did you ever tried the secret admirer letter? I did that. Yeah.
What, like just slide it under the table? Like
no, this was in middle school. This was in middle school. I tried a secret admirer letter because I saw it on like some teen show or something. And I'm like, that's dope. That could work. I can see that working. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. And I had a whole plan. I was gonna try to do this like once a week or once every couple weeks. And like keep giving her hints until she figured out who I was. It lasted 1 week. I did it one time. I put it in her locker. I put a note in her locker, and I told everybody it was me. Because I couldn't hold it in. I was telling everybody, just don't tell her. Don't tell her. And of course it got around. And when she asked me about it, I never forget, we had band. We had middle school band together. And she asked me about it. She said, you wrote me that letter? And I was like, nope.
All that build up for that.
I like, no.
Don't tell her.
Don't tell her. I told everybody. Oh man. Shout out to you. You know who you are. Shout out to you, man. That's something we'll share forever. That is embarrassing. I deleted that off my computer. I deleted it out of the
you printed it. You typed it out.
Oh yeah. Oh, I typed it out, man. I was smart. I'm like, you ain't gonna recognize my handwriting. Mm-hmm. No way. And I was in middle school, so my handwriting was terrible.
It was like a doctor wrote that. Shitty prescription.
Yeah, that's a funny story, man. I mean, she knew, and I wound up telling her, and I mean, nothing came of it, you know, and I don't know what she's doing right now, but I think she's doing. I'm sure she's doing okay, you know. I just think about that time. I thought that was a funny time, you know. That just hit me when you were talking about cooties. Like, that was a stupid thing to do. Like, could you imagine? Like, let's try it. I'm gonna try that now at damn near 30. I'm gonna try that now. I'm gonna find me a pretty girl. I'm gonna write her a letter.
Oh, I thought you were gonna try cooties. It's like, no, we have a new word for that. STDs. You do not want that.
Oh yeah, girls got some serious cooties now.
Yeah.
You don't want them cooties. Them cooties last forever.
That's level 100 cooties right there. That'll shut you down real quick.
You think that's why the cootie myth came to be? To get young people to not do stuff?
It makes sense.
Yeah, but I think it was harder to do stuff then because you didn't have phones, you didn't have smartphones, you didn't have the internet. You know, you couldn't be exposed to none of that easily. You know, the worst you had was HBO, mm-hmm. you know, and Cinemax, and Playboy. Playboy don't even do nude pictures no more.
Wait, what?
Yeah, man.
They don't do what they're known for anymore?
Yeah,
so what do they do?
All right, the thing is, apparently, Playboy is like. We know that there's so much pornography on the computer anyway. If you want to look at naked pictures, just type in boobs on Google, and you can get all the boobs in the world.
Yeah.
So, like, we just gonna have pictures of pretty women, you know, but they all gonna have clothes on. I mean, it might be tight-fitting clothes or low-cut clothes or high-cut clothes.
They're not gonna go too far away from what they originally planned.
Right, but no more boobies and vaginas. So, and they said that we're going to focus on the articles. And that's cool. I could dig that.
It brings it back to a gentleman's magazine instead of smut. Yeah. I guess that's the best way to put it.
But allegedly, the CEO, the owner, the founder of Hustler, he was like, you stupid as hell. Like, we gonna keep putting these naked women in these magazines.
People will still keep buying our magazines.
You think people still buy Playboy?
I doubt it.
I can't believe I can't even see it. because I can't imagine people buying anything.
Just magazines in general. I have ESPN magazines. That was just because I had the inside for fantasy football.
I had Double XL, the hip hop magazines. Mm-hmm. The pictures. I mean, the only point of magazines is a photography.
Yep.
You know, and I guess you could get those same pictures off the internet,
you
but
can download the PDF for it.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's that physical
having it. I think that any magazine can be worth something at some point.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I mean, because they're going extinct. You know.
And that goes with everything. Until something major happens, and it might be included in that magazine. I mean, nobody knows. Oh well, what makes this magazine so special? Why is it $30 now and 50 years later? Well, this is the one magazine that this one dude wrote about.
Right.
And this dude ended up being the first person on Pluto. And he called it in this magazine.
Right.
All right, well, I guess it might be worth $30.
Right.
Which is like $1 million now.
But
that's how it's going to go. Inflation.
Right. Oh, yeah. We're all going to be millionaires.
But millionaires not going to mean anything.
Right. Man, I think Rolling Stone is a magazine that's going to stick around.
Oh yeah.
I think Rolling Stone. I want to be on the cover of Rolling Stone. That's a bucket list thing for me.
Music magazines in general, I think they're still strong. You can still go get any magazine for any type of genre of music.
Yeah.
I mean, you can either go look it up in forums, but that's just like the input and the response of a bunch of people that just maybe will listen to a CD or album or something once. But whenever these people live and they do it professionally, you might take their side of the story better than some asshole that's just saying he sucks, but that's what he says of every band that he's never listened to. So
like some jerk on a podcast.
Yeah,
you don't want that. Except for this one, AquaMethodPodcast. Keep listening and subscribing and liking. Thank you very much.
That little plug in. Right?
Yeah, we gotta plug it, man. Gotta plug it. You know, but recently, a very important thing happened in Lafayette. We had our very first comic book convention, which was dope. It was the first one I ever been to, period. So I don't know if it's cool or if it wasn't cool or whatever, but it was cool to me.
I thought it was like convention or
ever. Yeah. I thought it was dope. I liked it a lot. I mean, even though I've never seen like New York Comic Con or anything like that, or any like E3 or PAX or anything like that, I know that there's bigger. It could have been bigger. And I think next year it will be bigger. They apparently somebody said, maybe it might have been you. Somebody said that they already got, getting a list together of people that they're trying to get, and they're already getting orders and stuff like that. They're already setting up for next year.
That wasn't me. That's good though. I like the way the outcome. Saturday, whenever I went, there was a lot of people that showed up.
Yeah, that's the thing that I like about it, the community. Like the people, like everybody here for one common thing, for one common interest, and everybody seems so happy,
I think my favorite thing about it was if you were only wearing just a regular outfit, just t-shirt and like shorts or jeans or whatever, you were the outcast.
Right.
That's how many people dressed up for that event, which was great because I didn't know what half of them were because it was all like anime and all kinds of things I just don't know about. It was good to see that happening.
No,
just everybody
real cool.
Dressed up in costumes and everything. And that was a good turnout. Apparently Sunday it just kind of died down a little bit, but it was I guess the best way to put it, it was more of a trade fair than a convention. Yeah. Because there was a lot of booths that had
people
a
selling
lot of stuff, which was really good because I liked a lot of the artists that showed up, presented themselves to the community and what they had going for them. And I bought a few things. It was nice. I got some Ninja Turtle stuff and a Godzilla poster, which was really fucking nice.
Yeah.
But you could see all their different styles and all their different, like one person just nailed it with textures, and then the next person after that highlights and just everything about just the overall look of their design. It was really interesting just to see all the different artists around Lafayette.
Yeah, it was dope. I met this guy over there, a guy we work with, Kevin, and he was there, and he told me that he went upstairs to the second floor, and he said that there was they had like a beta of Halo 5 up there.
Really?
And I'm like, really? So I went up there, and I'm like, where is it? Oh, I see it. I see it's Halo 2. It was Halo 2. It might have been a Master Chief Collection, and And I'm like, oh. Oh. But they had Mortal Kombat X up there, and I never played that, so I played that, and I whooped some ass. Reptile.
Go. Oh, no.
Oh, no. You don't like Reptile? Reptile was dope, man.
Dude, whenever we play in tournaments, one of my buddies plays Reptile, and all he does is block and sweep. It's the most obnoxious crap in the world.
Oh, bro, I ain't know none of his movesets. I just, I spit, and I use the tongue, grab the person upside down, slash him up, kick him, punch him, and that's pretty much it. That's how I won. It was dope, though. But I really liked it. I really liked the community of it. Everybody was so friendly and cool, and there was no problems, and it was just really nice. And like everybody was just enjoying themselves, and like even if you didn't know or was a part of the culture, comic books or anime or video games or anything like that, or cosplayers or anything like that, the energy made you feel good, you know, and that was cool. What would you like to see for next year? Is there anything you think they could improve on, or
just more content?
I mean, they can always improve, but
more content.
Yeah.
That's honestly what it came down to. Is like I didn't need to go to the next day. I saw all the merchandise to sell, and that's what it really came down to. I just bought a lot of things, and that was it. I looked around here and there. They had a lot of celebrities and like comic book artists and designers and stuff like that. No, that was really cool. But just more content, just more people to go and talk to about just anything in general. Maybe
not next year, but if they keep it going, I think it's going to outgrow the convention center.
Oh, they'd have to do it in both of them.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what E3 is. It's a lot of different buildings that you walk around to.
Yeah, I think it's going to get even bigger and better. So I'm looking forward to what it grows into. But that's cool. But you said you had a story about the convention that night. You said you had a story about, because after the convention was an after party at the spot downtown, and it was that was real cool too. That was a lot of fun. We'll talk about that later. But you said after that there was some situation. So let's talk about that.
Okay.
All right.
Well, after that, I thought I was gonna go home around 10ish, whatever. Be responsible.
Right.
I work the next day.
Trying to be an adult over here.
Well, 2 o'clock rolls around. And, I started walking back. It's kind of chilly. It's actually really chilly. It's cold outside. And I saw just homeless people just all over the place, and they were
homeless people.
Yeah, they didn't have like blankets. They were just trying to sleep in like corners and shit like that. So I was just asking them. I was like, "You need anything? I can walk to my house and come bring back some blankets and food." And one of them was like, "A blanket and some food would be nice." So I ended up getting.
You were a nice man.
Ended up getting an Uber, going to Walgreens right down the road. I was just way too drunk to walk there. Grabbed some stuff, about $50 worth of canned goods and stuff, and then I went back and I tried to give it to them. Some of them took it, some of them said piss off, but it wasn't too bad. And then there was one dude,
very nice.
One dude, he was like, "Hey, you got some money?" I was like, "No." He goes, "Oh." So you know what? Let's go. I said, "I'm not giving you money because I don't want you to spend on nothing." I said, "You hungry?" He goes, "Yeah, I can go for something." So I went to the gas station. We bought a Powerade, and he got some frozen food, and they heated it up for him, which was cool. And then after that, he was just like, "Thanks." And we sat and we talked for a little bit and chilled, and then it was like 4 o'clock rolled around. He was like, I told him I was going to bed. He was like, "All right, later," and he just left. But he got a good little meal out of it.
Well, that's nice, man. That's very charitable.
I only do it when I'm drunk. I'm an asshole. But no, that's what I ended up doing until 4 o'clock in the morning.
I thought you had some wild ass story, like you got kidnapped or something.
Just being
nice.
You
had to walk from Mexico. Well, that's good, Trent. I'm expecting something to happen to you.
Nope. Just being drunk and spending a lot of money. And being nice, I guess.
I've never heard a story in which something really nice and positive happened and I was disappointed.
Like, that's the first.
like the way you talked about the story before, and I said, "Don't tell me the story, save it for the podcast." And I'm thinking, like the way you said it, I thought it was gonna be some wild shit, like a bunch of alien space women was gonna come abduct you, send you to Callisto up there, and then show you their ways, and you're gonna come educate the world about alien languages.
No. No, I went to Walgreens.
That's dope, man. No, that's a real good story, man. So that's good. Look at Trent. Trent out here being charitable and being nice. I don't know, man. I mean, like if they ask for money and I got some cash on me, I don't carry cash.
No,
hardly ever. But if I do, I can give them a little, like a little bit, like $1, $5, something like that. But you went all out, man. Like I don't know that. I mean, that could have been real dangerous, Trent.
I know. It could have went downhill real quick, but it didn't. I mean, I'm still here.
Yep. But so you got your Uber, huh, man?
Yeah.
Bro, I ain't really hear about Ubers until like recently, like maybe a year or two ago, because rappers was talking about it, and I'm thinking that's some cool stuff right there, like some really dope, luxurious stuff. But no, this is some guy with a car.
Yeah.
So how's that experience?
All over Uber.
Yeah.
I've used it in Houston. I've used it in San Antonio. I've used it in Los Angeles. I like it.
Why Uber and not taxi?
The cleaner.
Oh yeah.
It's the person's own car.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
I mean, and it shows you a picture whenever you log in. And say you're going here to there, it'll show who's picking you up, and it shows their face, and it shows their car. If it doesn't show that, then I swipe or I cancel the order, and I'll get another one until I see. And it shows their picture of their car most of the time. Sometimes it's just like a generic picture, which it might mean they might come up with something beat up. But yeah, every time I get in it, they have like water bottles and shit waiting for me.
Really? Oh, that's nice.
Oh yeah, they're awesome. But the way they do it is.
Yeah, that's dope.
It's they don't get much out of it. They don't get paid a lot.
Really?
At least as much as they should be out
Really?
of it.
Okay.
They don't have health benefits or anything like that.
Not.
So it's straight cash. Well, not cash. You pay everything with your card, so it goes to Uber themselves, and then they pay them. So basically, they're ruining their personal vehicles for drunk idiots that might even throw up in their car.
See, yeah, I can
not
have
for
it.
the sake of it. I don't think it's worth it at that point. You have to pay for the cleanup, but you have to clean your own stuff up. You have to clean up your own vehicle.
Yeah, I'm not having it. Because I've heard a lot of advertisers now. Uber, if you want to advertise on the AquaMethodPodcast, please get at me at Grasshopper GP at Yahoo. But I've heard a lot of, that's right, get the money, And I'm cheap, man, because I'm not getting that many views. So if you get in early, it's gonna be cheap. You know what I'm saying? But I've heard Uber advertise on a lot of podcasts, a lot of radio stations, all kind of stuff like that, and they always make it sound like it's a very good secondary job to have. You have your real job, and then you drive around every now and then. You make your own schedule and all that stuff. But that right there makes me not want to do it. Like, I can't have no drunk chick throwing up in my car. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I can't have nobody throwing up in my car.
No. Well, I'd be pissed if I threw up in my car. I don't want to throw up in my car.
Right.
Keep all that in your stomach. That's what you need.
Right.
You need those nutrients. You don't need to pass it out on my carpet.
And there's no way to screen them. Like, you can, like, because not everybody's gonna be drunk ordering an Uber, but there's no way, like, are you drunk? No? Alright, you can't do that.
Could you imagine an Uber driver driving up to the person, looking at them how they're leaning and about to fall over, and they just drive away? Somebody else can go pick them up. I'm not dealing with that shit right now.
Yeah, that'd be dope. That'd be messed up. That'd be cool.
I wish they would. Just be honest. Look, Trent, he's just about the worst driver, but he's the most honest driver.
Right.
He will kick you out in an instant, which I hate. That's why he has 1 star. But he's honest, and I can respect that.
If I see you leaning like a dope fiend, somebody holding you and you can't even stand because you got the jelly legs, then I'm gonna leave you. If somebody got to hold your ass up, I'm gonna leave you.
Yep. But taxis, I guess it's theirs. I mean, it's not theirs. It's for the yellow taxi company or whoever they work for. I guess that's the name for a company.
Why not?
Is it taxi? We're just taxi. We're going with taxi.
Taxi.
But it's like, that's not their vehicle. If it breaks down, they can just go pick up another yellow taxi. But like, somebody throws up in it, looks like it's all washable.
Yeah.
It looks like it's been thrown up in every single time. Somebody drives in it. They always have a weird smell. Austin had some good taxi cabs. They were clean. But the ones in Lafayette that I've used for events, people pretty much burn the seats and they set them on fire, and then they throw up on them, and then they take dumps on them. It's just, I don't know. It's just not good.
Speaking of that, your story about you saving homeless people made me think. I went to the Back to the Future party. I went over there. I'm walking back to my where I parked my car at, and there was a lady sleeping under a club. I ain't gonna say the club name, but she's sleeping under because the club has like this awning. She's sleeping under it, and like maybe 10 feet from where she was sleeping at, it looked like what could appear to be shit on the street, and it looked like human shit because this lady is right here and the shit is right here. You know what I mean? And I'm like, yo, if I wasn't paying attention, I would have walked in there.
Oh my God!
Thank God I just happened to look down.
I would be wiping it off on somebody's chest. I'd just be like a welcome mat. Get this shit. Who did that?
I would have left my shoe. I would have left that shoe. I'm not putting that shoe in my car.
I think I would have to as well.
I'm leaving that shoe.
I'd set it on fire.
And I'm like, this ain't Bourbon Street, man. This is downtown Lafayette, you know. I mean, people pee sometime and throw up, you know, every now and then, but it ain't that gross.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I told you, in my mind, every time, and it's like, and it never fails. Like, every time I go to Bourbon Street, there's always a chick in a wedding dress who's drunk, and she ain't looking, and she steps in horse shit.
Yeah.
All the time.
The dress, like, goes down to the floor, so you're just dragging yourself in that slum that is Bourbon Street juice, which is the worst thing in the world. That
mixed with, you know, rainwater, and then becomes a Bourbon Street soup.
Yeah. Yuck. God, it's gross.
Yuck.
Because you know the smell.
Yeah.
You know what it smells like.
You know it, man. I can imagine it right now.
Bourbon Street doesn't have like a bar type feel. It just feels like you go into one shithole to the next. They're really nice establishments inside, but whenever you look at the street in general, whenever it starts to get kind of wild, a little uppity at like 2, 3, 4 in the morning, that's when they make that early morning Bourbon Street soup. Man. And that is just about the worst smell in the world.
Bro, I used to go to Bourbon Street every now and then with my cousin. Shout out to KG. We used to go to Bourbon Street all the time, man. I just remember them days, man. I don't think we rarely went into bars. I mean, we could have went. There was times when we couldn't have went because we was too young. But there was a bunch of times, you know, as adults that we could have went to bars. We just went just to see the sights, man. Just to see people. You know, just to see all type of people. We go on a balcony, you know, girls be flashing, you know, all kind of, you know. I saw a horse just piss everywhere, you know, like a fire hose. It was like I've never seen nothing like that in my life, you know, and just go gush. It was nasty, and then people just walking in. They don't care.
Fell in it. Yeah.
No, they ain't fall. Thank God it. Yo, they would have fell. I don't know. Oh man. And I had a camera with me all the time, bro. Just like even before camera phones, man, I had a camera with me all the time. I'm taking a picture. You fall in some horse piss.
That'll be on MySpace.
Oh, straight up, straight up. Like this one time we went down because LSU won the national championship, and it's on the record. I am not an LSU fan at all, but I went to we wasn't even planning on going, but my cousin KG, she called me up. She said she was going down there, and we in Lafayette, and we were like, yo, let's take a road trip. Let's do it. Let's just go. And like we just went just to see the people. So we went down there, and we having a good time, and we about to leave, but we just hanging out on the corner. I think it was, I can't remember what corner, but this guy that was driving him, he was throwing LSU victory newspapers, you know, and this guy was walking past, because, you know, Bourbon Street and all these streets, like in that section, you can't drive it. You can't drive down there. But this guy was driving this truck, this newspaper truck, and this guy punched his truck. Boom. He stopped. Dead brake. Stopped right there. And he got out of his truck, saw that guy, slapped the shit out of him. This dude falls back. He had been drinking a little bit. He falls back. Boom. I got it all on tape.
Awesome.
I got this all on tape. It's on my old YouTube channel. I don't even know how to access the channel anymore. Because if I did, I'd probably delete it because, you know, ain't nothing positive, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, that dude got smacked up.
I've seen that at a bar over here one time.
Oh, man, that's all the time.
There was some guy who was loud, being obnoxious, that just threw him out the bar and just crying and complaining and threatening to fight people. And some big dude, he had to be 12 feet tall. Mm-hmm. Comes out of nowhere.
Had to be.
And he doesn't like that flat slap. He cupped it. He cupped it. It sounded like if you take a marble and you smash it on the cement. He goes across that dude's face so hard. And then the big guy, like, after he gets hit, he's stunned. I mean, the little loud guy, he gets stunned. He looks at the big guy, and the big guy just takes his finger and, like, shh, and puts it on the other guy's lips. Like, just tell him to be quiet, because he knows what's he gonna do? The dude's gonna just pick him up and snap him in half. So he just, like, he goes, shh, and that was it. That's all that happened. Everybody is crying, laughing outside of the bar. That was one of the funniest things I've ever seen.
Oh, man. Yo, since we're trading ball stories, I'm going to tell you one of mine that's funny as hell. And it involves a girl, of course. We all go to the club as a group. You know, we just having a good time, having fun. You know, people drinking, whatever. And I ain't really a big drinker. You know, I like to, cause like my thing was at the time, I want to remember everything. You know, I want to remember yesterday, and I want to feel good today. You know what I mean? So I'm not drinking, but this chick was drinking, and she was dancing. I was dancing with this girl I went with. You know, not like some random girl I met at the bar. I'm dancing with this chick that we went with, and she got a cup and a drink in her hand. We just going at it, you know, having fun. And I lift my hands up, and the drink splashes on this chick, bro. And you know those cups they give you at the bar, those plastic cups, you know, with the logo on it, you know, and so that's like what, 9 ounces, 8 ounces, bro. You swear that chick was like 1,000 gallons, bro. Like from head to toe, this chick was wet.
Like
boy.
You just won the Super Bowl and that was the
Coke. Right, this chick was soaked, man. I felt so bad, yo. Everybody, I mean, my whole crew is on the right, laughing, crying, laughing. This chick is soaking wet, boy. I'm thinking she's gonna be on fire. I'm thinking she's gonna be mad. But you know, this chick was a partier. She would go to the city. I mean, she would go to City Ball. This is the bar downtown. Not the one where the lady was sleeping and shitting. That's not the bar, but it's a very popular bar downtown. And she would go there all the time. So I guess this might have happened to her. So she was upset, but she wasn't. I thought she was gonna like try to cut me or something.
You didn't ruin her night.
Right.
You messed it up a little.
Right. So I'm like, yo, let me buy you a drink. I'll buy you 2 drinks. I'm sorry. and it was cool, and we still cool to this day. I mean, I ain't talked to her in forever. I mean, since college, but man,
she doesn't have a vendetta on you.
No, she ain't got no vendetta.
You slapped a drink on her.
But bruh, it's like she took a shower.
Man, I wish I could have been there for that. Bruh. Just to see the look on your face and her face. Because whenever you did, you just, oh shit. Like you're about to run out of the place.
That's so funny, bro. Oh, man. But shout out to her. She probably don't even remember that. You know? That's probably like 1,000 drunk nights ago. But shout out to her if she remembers that, man. But yeah, we got a little bit of time left, Trent. We got about 15 minutes left in the podcast because I try to make this an hour long.
That's good.
So let's talk about your Dolphins, man. You got your new head coach and y'all started winning. New head coach is 1-0.
Yeah, 1-0.
What's his name? Dan Campbell?
Oh.
You don't even know your coach's name.
I don't even know, man.
Just as a refresher.
I haven't been able to really watch football too much this season.
Oh, that's right, because you got to...
School and work,
yeah,
all that nonsense.
Yeah.
All the things that I hate now. But no, it's I haven't been able to watch too many games. I got little glimpses of the game here and there. I have them on Twitter, so they keep me updated with the scores and interceptions and fumbles and everything.
All that,
so I keep updated that way, and I just don't have time to listen to the games. I don't know how to listen to the games. If I would, I'd listen to them.
Yeah.
But I can't, so... But yeah, they're 1-0, doing a good job so far. I mean, not really, but...
What was the problem? Did you personally have a problem as a Dolphins fan? Did you have a problem with old Philbin?
No, not really. We just have a really, really good team that it seems like there's not enough chemistry to execute victories. They weren't working together, and it showed from the beginning. It showed from whenever he first started. He said he was going to bring us together and ever united, and then that's when the incognito incident happened and all that BS, and that just shook the organization apart. And
isn't there a better name?
Some kind of refreshment.
There's no better name than that. Incognito for some shiesty stuff.
Scum.
Yeah. But that's cool, man. For y'all that don't know, Trent is a Miami Dolphins fan inexplicably, even though he's from the land of the Saints. Well, I mean, it's explicably, it's explainable,
I was a fan early age.
Yeah.
When I was young.
Yeah, that's real fandom. That's
sense.
cool. That makes sense. That's dope. You're not hopping on a bandwagon.
Ain't no
bandwagon. No, it says Marino.
It's me. No, but I've always been a fan.
That's good.
Love the Dolphins through and through, especially since the 2000s. That was a struggle. That was a little challenge. I'm not gonna lie. They had better teams winning that I could have jumped ship to, but I didn't.
Nah,
that's
right.
Never going to.
That's good, man. That's good. I wasn't always a Saints fan because I didn't really understand football, and I remember Sundays I want to watch cartoons, and my whole family is in the living room at my grandma's house yelling their heads off at the TV, and I'm like, yo, I can't watch my cartoons. So like, I don't like the Saints. Like, I don't like whatever's making you make this noise. I don't like it. So I remember one time just to be a jerk, just to be an asshole. As a young kid, the Saints was playing the Rams. I'm young, so this is like in the 90s. And I remember rooting for the Rams just because they was playing the Saints. And I'm a little kid, so I'm thinking I'm cute, I'm being cute.
Oh, yeah.
Yo, my mom, my aunties, they was all like, yo, go in the room. Go in the other room. They was not having it. They was not having it. I'm like, oh.
If you had a helmet on, they would have smacked the shit. They would have slapped you into the next room.
Yeah, they wasn't having it, man. So I got a special place in my heart for the Rams too. But once I was a little kid, I didn't understand football. So once I understood football, and I started liking it, started watching it, I'm like, yeah. And the Saints became my team later. Like I will never say I was born a Saints fan.
Yeah.
Even though I'm from a Saints family,
No, my dad, huge Saints fan. So, like, whenever they won the Super Bowl, I didn't even give it a second. I called him. I said, "You've been waiting for this long." He was like, "You have no idea."
Yeah, man.
But yeah, huge Saints fan, family. Not me, except for my brother. Me and my brother. I don't know where we went wrong. I'm a Dolphins fan. He's a Broncos fan.
That's cool.
He's been a Broncos fan forever. So,
well, that's dope, man. That's cool.
But yeah, we all with Saints fan-ish. I mean, if they do good for them.
Yeah,
but I'm not gonna go get.
You're not hating on the Saints. There's people who really don't like the Saints in Louisiana, and that's remarkable.
I do like the Falcons though.
You do like the Falcons?
I do like the Falcons. I've always liked the Falcons.
I'm liking.
That was my NFC team.
I got Devontae Freeman on my fantasy football team, so I kind of like the Falcons. My thing is this: if the Saints don't make it to the Super Bowl, the NFC team is the team I'm rooting for. I don't care who it is. So even if it's the Falcons, I'm rooting for the Falcons.
Yeah.
I can't tell that to too many people, even though I'm telling it live on the podcast.
I don't know.
Because people give me so much shit for rooting for the Falcons in any aspect.
I don't care who it is, as long as it's not the Patriots that win. I'm totally fine with it. Or the Bills, or the Jets. As long as those three teams don't win the Super Bowl.
As long as there's a team that don't play the Dolphins.
Yeah.
That's funny. But no, any NFC team I root for. If it's not the Saints, any NFC team, because that's what the Saints represents. So I want the NFC to dominate all the time.
But if anything, they're going to be the ones that'll take out the Saints in the playoffs.
That's true.
So how can you? But you're just not going to go for that team. Since they took out the Saints, they're not going to go for that.
I'm gonna go for them anyway, because that means the Saints lost to the eventual champions. That's how I feel about it. That's how I look at it.
I don't like the Ravens because they took the Dolphins out last time and went to the wild card. I'll never live that down. You kidding me? In the AFC Championship, it was the Ravens and Patriots. I said I don't care who either. I hope they both spontaneously combust. I hope they end up being draw. I hope they get a draw, and neither of them end up going. There's two NFC teams in the Super Bowl. I could give a shit less.
Not on Sunday.
But yeah, man. Oh man, Trent, you something else. Is there anything else you want to say on this here podcast, Trent?
Come to the comic book shop.
Yeah, come to the comic book shop. That's right.
I like it here.
Yeah, it's cool, man. Tight. It's cool. I like to do it on Thursdays. I record on Thursdays and I upload Friday or Saturday. And because Thursday's a pretty calm day, not too many people here, and it's nice and quiet, nice acoustics. It's not too bad.
I did notice that. I noticed that last. I was listening to the podcast, and the other place that we go to, it sounds echoey.
Yeah.
But this is more open. It doesn't really.
Yeah, that's good. I mean, and I like the visuals of it, and it's natural too, because you hear a little bit of people talking in the background and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And you never know, might grab a person and they hop on the podcast. That's what happened last week.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I have nobody scheduled, so I talked to two guys, Dale and Drew, about those are the card game enthusiasts and board game enthusiasts, and they were talking to me about that, and that was kind of cool, learning stuff about that,
That's cool.
But yeah, man.
Piccadilly right across the street. You ever get there?
Piccadilly?
Yeah.
Man, that's old people, man. That's all I think about.
But it's great.
I don't like it.
You ever get there? Go there. Get their macaroni and cheese and get their catfish, their fried catfish. Can't go wrong with that.
Oh man, yo!
So you love that,
bro. The last time I went to Piccadilly, my mom brought my grandmother over here, and that was it. And that's why
you get to pick dessert first. The Jello and the pudding's the first thing you get.
The Jello and the pudding.
So they set priority. They already know that.
Man. I ain't with no Piccadilly, man.
Go to Piccadilly. Everybody go to Piccadilly. Right after you listen to this, go to Piccadilly, eat Piccadilly catfish and macaroni and cheese, and report back in the comment section about your experience over there.
At Piccadilly. And you could tell me how good the old man playing the piano was, and how cool it was seeing all these old people gum their food down.
But we have to know if you were the youngest person there.
I'm sure you were. If you're listening to this podcast, then I'm absolutely certain you were. Even if you're 42 years old, you were the youngest person at Piccadilly, man. Yo, I might not ever go to Piccadilly now. You know what I'm saying? Like, even
until you turn you down, you done with it, you finished with it.
I'm finished with it. Not cause
until you're 70.
When I'm 70 years old, I don't want to think that I'm 70. I want to pretend like I'm still 40 or 50. And not go to Piccadilly because that means that I've hit it. No, I'm done. I'm in retirement mode.
You go pick on all the other people. You get some corn. You put a little bit of corn in a spoon. You catapult to that people. They look at you and you laugh at them. And become an old idiot.
Old people, food fight. Yeah. Food fight. Yeah. Just start throwing mashed potatoes at some 70-year-old lady, bruh. Speaking of 70-year-old ladies, bruh.
You dig them?
No, I don't. About that? I'm not with 70-year-old ladies, bro.
Come on now.
I've never been with an older woman. Not saying I'm opposed to it, but that's up there. 70 is up there, so I'm gonna turn the 70-year-olds down. But me and my ex-girlfriend actually, we went to Treasure Chest Casino, and we was walking, and I turned to tell her something, and I slapped the shit out of this old woman. Yo. I didn't mean to. I was gesturing to show my ex-girlfriend something, and this old lady was right here, and she's short. She's like 5 foot, nothing. So she was like right at my hand lip, like right. Her mouth was right there. So I moved fast. Whack! I just felt something soft hit my head. I smacked this old lady in the mouth. I'm saying so sorry.
Then you asked her where your money is, huh? Did you get anything out of it?
No. No.
Come on.
I got nothing but embarrassment and shame out of that experience.
Well, there you go.
I felt so sorry. I hugged the old lady. I'm so sorry, lady. I'm so sorry. She's like, it's all right.
Old people shrink.
Yeah.
I never.
Yeah, I mean, it's an osteoporosis, man.
I know that's.
Your bones get brittle and you start to shrink on yourself. You start to implode.
I wonder how small I'm gonna get.
Bro, I'm already short, so I can have.
I want a pocket-sized me, just like put me in a little pin.
You stupid as hell.
That's what I'm gonna do whenever I get my time machine. We're gonna bring this back to the first conversation,
bro.
I'm gonna get in my DeLorean whenever I have it,
right?
And I'm gonna go to the future to get little old me, and I'm gonna put me in my pocket protector, my pen pocket.
Stupid.
And then I'll have me just to comment to all day.
Everything you're saying is ridiculous. Everything you're saying is just the dumbest thing ever.
It's the future. It's the future.
I'm mad at you for even bringing that up. I mean, I'm just so disgusted with what you just said. Like, where did you go with that?
You get to think about it, even like that's
No, I'm
genius.
not. No, I'm not.
Yes, you will.
Did you see Project Almanac, the movie about they made like a little backpack time machine?
Mm-mm.
It was dope. I thought it was cool. I'm like,
how old is this movie?
a year ago, like a year?
Oh, it's
2013,
okay.
14, something like that.
Mm-mm.
It's cool, man. Check that out. But that, like, just thinking about that made me, cause like the way they built this time machine, it was like a backpack time machine. Like, so like, if there were mass-produced time machines, I think that's how they would go. You know, they were like little backpacks. My thing is, if I had a time machine, I hope that you can't change anything. I wouldn't want to change anything, but I would tell people where they was wrong. Cause like people be forgetting, especially my mama and like my ex-girlfriend, people. A lot of people that I talk to, like, you don't remember, like no, I did it this way. Like, no, you didn't do that.
Hold my hand.
Right.
Press the input.
Right. We're going. I'm gonna show you. Like, I'm not wrong. Like, people don't be remembering. I hate that. That frustrates me.
Then you come back to the present. Stupid.
I told you. I told you.
I'm always right. Well, let's go into the future.
Right.
Oh, look, I'm still right.
Right.
You're still wrong.
That's what I would do. I told my mama that 100 times. And I told my ex-girlfriend that like a few times. Like, I can't wait till they make the time machine because we're going to take a trip. And I'm going to tell you where you're wrong at. Because like the way you remember the past is incorrect. Because my memory is great. Your memory is terrible.
And I don't even need a time machine. I can look into your future and you will still not have that.
Right.
You'll still have an ex.
Is bad.
It will still be an ex-girlfriend.
Right.
I don't think you'll change anything from that point of view.
Yeah. But no, I mean, we still good friends though. Like, we actually talk a lot. But we're just not together.
Yeah.
You know. But she's wrong on a lot of things in the past. You know what I'm saying? But since we about to wrap this up, and we live at the comic book shop, like I said. So again, big thanks to Mr. Jeff for letting me do this. I really appreciate it. Is there anything you want to grab out of here? Or?
I got some dice.
Oh yeah, you got some dice. Yeah, that's right.
Some Dolphins colored dice.
Yeah.
Like I said, I don't know what I'm going to use them for, but I like them.
Give me them. Give me them.
You want that one?
Yeah, I want these here. Let me see. I want to see if I can roll a 7 on the first try. Let me see here.
You going to the casino after this? Ooh.
5.
I mean, you didn't lose. You didn't lose anything, so you still go. Let me try my hand at this.
7 off top.
There we go.
Trey got a 7
let's
off top.
Let's go to the casino. All right. We'll see y'all at Kashada in about 45 minutes. I just have to go to the bank for a second.
Right. No, man. Bro, I want to go to the casino. Like, my mom's birthday is coming up, so every time I go visit, I go and we go to the casino, and I don't know if I'm gonna go this time, man. Gotta save up, man. I got things to get.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I love the casino, man. We ain't got time. I want to talk. We can talk about that.
Talk about money and casinos and all kinds of stuff soon. We'll do this again.
Next podcast, we're gonna talk about the casino because me and Trent are some gamblers. We ain't degenerates, but we are some gamblers.
And we don't burn money. We earn money.
That's right.
Ooh.
My man.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
Look at this white dude right here.
How about that? We don't burn money. We earn money. I can't. But that's the slogan for the next joint. For the next podcast.
That's his first merch bumper sticker. Right there. See, we earn it.
That's right, man. As always, like I said, this is Grasshopper GP on the Twitter, on the email, grasshoppergp@yahoo. You're listening to this on Grasshopper GP official with 3 S's because I couldn't spell on the YouTube channel. You know what I'm saying? So all spelled normal except for the YouTube. That's 3 S's. So check me out, man, and thank you all for listening. I really appreciate it. This is episode 15, man. So like I said, 15 weeks in, I ain't quit yet. So this might be something to keep going with, you know. So thank y'all for listening, everybody that's listening, and like I said, Trent always brings the people. So thanks, Trent, for coming in today.
Always a pleasure.
And that's it, man. AquaMethodPodcast, episode 15. Y'all be good.